And we're live. And we're live. Hell yeah. Hey guys, what's up? So, in the last stream I didn't really talk because I was just doing off-season things. And now we're heading into the 2020 season. We're going to do preseason games because of one player only. Our new quarterback. Oh wow, we need a backup running back, so I'm going to go sign one of those. This season, we need to get AJ Brown some good playing time. I like Terrell and Antonio Brown, but we need to put new young talent some playing time. And we'll be officially switching our defensive scheme to a base 3-4. That's what I like to play under, which is a Pittsburgh Steelers. And we're not even able to do that kind of playbook. 63-77 run and shoot, vertical power run. I think I'm gonna go with the vertical power run. Yeah, vertical power run. We need a power run and verticals. That's zone run. Vertical zone run. Okay, there we go. Tampa Bay. Alright. So that should fix our offensive problems. Get a better playbook. An offense set. Yeah, this works for most of our entire team. Justin Herbert. The man we are going to be banking this entire team's future on. We're not going to let him be number 9. I want him number 10. I'm guessing one of our players has that number. First, we're going to go sign some backup running backs, because I forgot to sign some. Kent Dixon, you'll work just perfectly to sit behind our man. And Ty Montgomery. Gonna have somebody out of the backfield that can catch. Depth chart. I think I have more. Okay, I got enough quarterbacks. I need to get another tight end. James Butler gonna be released. Hewitt. Paul Butler. Butler, sir. Guys with Butler's last name. A Butler last name. Are getting released from this squad. Tight end. Vernon Davis. Welcome back to Okland. And Seth Duval. Welcome back. Well, welcome to the squad. I'm really thinking about not signing Tajay Sharp. I don't know if I should take him because with our wide receiver core, we got some young talent in Rashard Higgins, Demarcus Robinson, Hunter Renfrow, AJ Brown. The only two veterans we got are Antonio Brown and Terrell Williams. Yeah, I like that. I like it. Let's keep it that way. More rookies we got. Went out and got Malik Harrison out of Ohio State to play outside linebacker. We went out and got Nicholas Morrow. Maybe after this preseason, I'll go and see if we can cop a new guy. And the guy I've been looking forward to playing with, CJ Henderson, Florida. I want this kid to become a freaking beast. Okay. So we got Gerson, we got Conley, we got Akeem Talib, we got Eli Apple, and CJ Henderson. Those are all final spots. Unless we end up releasing Akeem Talib for Trayvon Mullen. Oh wait, I gotta edit him. So, we got Jonathan Abrams. We started him last season. He's up to a 72 now, entering his second season. Carl Joseph had a breakout season. Not like tremendously breakout, but his best season yet. Shit, wrong thing. Let's look at his stats. Yeah, he had 72 solo tackles, 95 tackles total, but had a breakout 4 sacks and 4 interceptions and 1.5 sacks. And that beats the 2017 season when they were really good. And he had 1 tackle, 100 tackles, 1 interception, 1 sack. So that should be good for us. Kaiser White is our leading guy for right side. I'll give Markel Lee a chance, but most likely Kaiser White will be our starter. And here's the guy who really broke out last season. Kendall Beckwith, LSU. He's come into his own at middle linebacker. Hoping Malik Harrison can come along and, do his thing. I want a personal helmet for him. Yeah, that's what I want. I want him to look disgusting and mean. Then we got Earn Key. And we got Clelin Farrell. Had a decent season last year. Yeah, 6.5 sacks. Looking for him to improve on that this season. I'm looking at least for 7, 8 sacks from Farrell. But also with Carl Joseph. His contract was up last year, and I re-signed him. 4-year, $27.5 million. He'll be playing at $6 million this year, $8 million next year, and then contract year will be playing at $15 million. I feel like our kicker or our punter is number 10. No, is it a wide receiver? 84, 16, 83, 13, 11. Yeah. He's a 50. I'm not keeping him on the roster. So, number 10, Herbert. We're going to get ready for his debut. Right now, we're going to play, see how Derek Carr performs. If Derek Carr wants to struggle, more than likely by week 4, if he's still struggling, we're not doing too hot, I will let Justin Herbert come in and do his thing. I'll let you guys watch this, and I'll be right back.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Okland Raiders and the Green Bay Packers. With that, let's get up to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Standing by for the call from venerable Lambeau Field, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Okland Raiders and the Green Bay Packers.
Yo, okay, guys. Here's our squad.
Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Godden.
Aaron Rodgers.
The wait is
and
over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting on pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people. But I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
Who gets the ball? Oh, yeah, we do. C.J. Henderson receiving the kick.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we are,
Here comes
Derek
the Raiders
Carr.
offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch Derek Carr grow as a pro. When he was a rookie, they tried to game plan around him so that he didn't have too much responsibility. Now, I don't think they can heap enough things on his shoulders because they know he can handle them.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It can be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Can't perform well this season. We have
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Okay, let's do a pass play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Carr. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they worked on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Again, they'll throw with Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr, eluding the pressure right.
Higgins again, touchdown.
Raiders from 10 yards out. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
That is a very good
long
sign.
opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
So pinpoint, so...
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He's got a first down and more past the 30. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for 28 yards.
60 on. Exit.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Switch up. Yo, Jackrabbit, come on.
Throwing again. Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They're escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting...
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Raiders add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game.
Out of the hands of the...
Go now. 15, run.
That was a good drive from our quarterback, Herbert.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert and Davis with it left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Runs are gonna happen.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the...
On my part.
And now Okland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
Down, 30 base.
Check 53 flight. Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Get it.
On first down, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. They were trying to go to Brown once again. That'll bring up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more...
I'm skeptical about putting him in, but you know, if I have to put Herbert in, I won't panic.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off at his own 46. They needed a break. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Downfield offense.
Really,
so
Colt
this will
Miller?
be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still first down.
Got it. 42, I'm trying to cut. Hey, Alpha. Shoot.
Off the play fake. Herbert. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Let's just try to be
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore. Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
53.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down. Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 30, 10, touchdown, Packers. Jamon Moore, 95 yards, and the Packers.
Okay, that's all I needed to see.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.
that's it for you guys.